Hey y'all, hey. It's been a while, as it should have been, since I've done my last Country Wayne recap. And I've seen the videos here and there, so I know about the whole house thing. And he couldn't have bought it, probably just rented it for her and gave her enough money to last for a year to pay the rent. But does she even still have that money? We talking Shayla and Iman, you know what I'm saying? But today I saw a video where he broke up with her because he got some. He feeling a certain way about Delicia, right? He feeling a certain way about Delicia. Now, nobody has mentioned this, but I noticed it when Delicia first hit the scene. When Mommy Angelina invited her over to help pump up her girl because it was just going south real fast. She mentioned something really quick, and I just don't have the time to go back and look at the video about, doing to me what you did to Amber or something similar. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the feeling that Shayla has done this to people before, her friends before, Delicia specifically. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please put it in the comments. But does anybody else remember that? I do. I do. So, while I don't think at this point that Delicia was going to go and just go do whatever with Iman, she stood on her little principles of no, that's my girl, that's my best friend, and you with her, that's your woman kind of thing. She didn't say, I would never be with you, but her words and her actions kind of said, you know what, you with my girl. We can't. And she letting him hold her hand. Yeah, I can see something possibly happening with Delicia and Iman, especially now that he done broke up with Shayla, because then she could pull it back and say something to the effect of, y'all weren't together, he had broke up with you, and I didn't feel like, but we are connected. Y'all know where I'm going with that, right? Sick. It's still going against the girlfriend code, but these chicks ain't never been real girlfriends in this little arena. So the breakup. First of all, he gonna break up with her in the middle of the parking lot, right? And it's just not working. My cologne. They're trying to use different words to say that the old boy smelling like the gas, the trees, or whatever, and it's spreading to the baby because Anthony and Amber done smelt it on the baby. Okay, I get it. I get it. She's like, what? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? Because we had a disagreement? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, boo boo. He ain't trying to change who he is for you and nobody else. Okay? But he just seems to think that he has found somebody else who's more connected to him, who understands who he is and will accept him for who he is. And that's not to say Delicia will. I mean, yeah, y'all get along. She like to do trees and whatever, whatever. But that don't mean that's the kind of man she want in her life. And that's your man. That's your man, your man, your man. Right? In any case, he breaks up with her in the parking lot. She's standing there looking lost as a puppy in a cat factory. Okay? And it's like, what do I do? And then he drove off in the ugly Batmobile. Yeah, I said it. Big box of car. It's just, I have never been a fan. I'll just say that. But my question is this: has anybody? She didn't ask the question. I mean, I know she was hurt and she was shocked, and it came out of left field. But who's going to take care of the house? See, that was didn't she address that issue with him when he was talking about getting her a house? Saying something about making sure because if some things don't work out, yada yada boo boo. And you standing in the middle of the parking lot. I'm sorry, sister. You needed to woman up and say, okay, so what happens with the house? Before I even pull all my stuff out of this apartment, the one she can't even turn around in. Uh, should I even do that? Ain't nobody mentioning the house. Okay? Now, if he rented it for her, I don't think he's going to say, oh, and since we broke up. Psh. Now, if he had purchased the house, that might have been different. But I don't think he purchased it because, look, that don't happen in 2-3 days. Okay, I don't care how long Wayne them take to do a skit. It don't happen like that. It takes a minute or 2 or 3, 4,000. So I think he rented it for her, and that $50,000 was his way of saying, hey, look, now you got rent for about a year. All right, right? So I think he rented it. Will she stay in it? Look, if she don't stay, then everybody gonna be laughing at her, especially Amber and especially Anthony, because she been telling him, I can't stay in this apartment and we could barely turn around in here. While he told her you was turning around in it and doing everything else up in it anyway before. Okay, so she's gonna have to keep it. And I hope she kept the money so she can at least pay the rent, okay? And now, oh my God, Iman is not about to furnish that house. So you have two options, boo boo. Take the money he gave you and affordably furnish your new home. Find a job so you can continue to pay for this new home. And just do, you know how the little Simpsons thing where he just fades into the grass, into the bushes? That's what you need to do. Just fade into the background, girlfriend, because you have messed all of this up. Should have kept your mouth shut. Stop bragging and throwing little Anthony up under a bus or whatever. Because now, if you stay in the apartment, first of all, Amber, who knows it, I know she know that he bought her house. So she don't need to be in that apartment no more. Shut her down. It's a lot of stuff that can go down. Because I would shut it down. I'd have shut it down a long time ago. Shut her down. She got a new house. She got a new man. Because, at this point, Anthony don't know. The only person who's going to know at this point is Angelina and possibly Delicia. Because Iman's going to tell Delicia. I broke up with her, you know what I mean? I understand what you were saying, but we ain't together because she ain't connected, yada, 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 yada. He gonna still try to get with Delicia because he done told Wayne, oh, wait a minute, y'all. He told Wayne that he broke up with Shayla. And Wayne can't hold water. Okay? Wow. This is going to get quite ugly. It might be quite interesting again. Make me look at him more often. But I think I'm caught up. Shayla got a house. I do believe it's rented from her man. But he ain't her man anymore. Her man wants her friend who told her friends about his actions. Okay? Maybe she'll overhear it in a salon where one of Delicia's friends is talking about it. Okay? But surely you need to be in the salon. She need to take all her little coins and make sure the rent is paid up and the house is furnished. Because the only room that's going to be furnished in that whole house is Kai's, because Anthony said he would. And I think the only reason that Anthony would either let her stay in that apartment or help her I wouldn't help her furnish nothing. The only thing he would let her stay in that apartment is because it's, for Kai. But yeah, she not gonna get, because she just been talking about him like the dog, okay? But he likes to be in control. Mr. Dalton likes to be in control. So yeah, I see that happening. And is Angelina is she gonna confront Iman like she confronts Anthony? I don't think so. Wait. Or another option, Shayla and Kai might end up staying with her mama. She ain't got to keep that $50,000 until you can find your own place. Get yourself a job. Because you know what? I think deep down inside, Angelina believes she need to get on her own 2 feet anyway. As much as y'all be trying to throw Zashri up under a bus, the girl keeps her pockets lined with her own money. Okay? Anyway, that's my recap. Now, this is going to be up here, I don't know, for maybe about an hour or so before I slide it over to my YouTube channel, TKTV, and put it in the playlist, Country Wayne playlist. So you can go over there and watch it as well. But I could not come to y'all because y'all my peeps, right? What do y'all think? What's the next step? What's going to happen, right? What's your prediction? I think she going to call her mama because who else can she talk to? She ain't finna call Anthony, right? And she can't go to Anthony with no stinking attitude because her man just broke up with her. She gonna go to Angelina because Zashri ain't around, and then she ain't hearing a mess because they just done kicked her to the curb too many times. Zashri don't want to be bothered. Or she'll go to Delicia and Delicia's face. But you know what? Sometimes Shayla be so clueless. She don't see the expressions on folks' face to get the story. She's just so delulu. So I think it's gonna be Angelina, and then maybe Delicia, right? Because who else she gonna talk to? She ain't really got no friends. All right, y'all let me know. Again, this is gonna be on my my YouTube channel, TKTV, in the Country Wayne playlist. Y'all let me know what y'all think is gonna happen, and then I'm gonna take this down a little bit. Y'all have a great day. Bye.